Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So yesterday we ended up with a green day. As you can see here, we're still trending to the upside. So the advice to buy the dips is genuinely still the strategy you need to focus on. The only real little concern that we should have right now, and it really depends how today's bar finishes, but that is a little bit of a consolidation pattern or a wedge triangle. So if we just start moving through the lower time frames when we get to what we need to look at, so that's sort of the view, the one view. Okay, the other view, which I'm not really interested in, is that it's a flat top triangle. Okay, the reason why I'm saying I'm not really interested in the flat top triangle is, if you look at all the oscillators at the moment, we are very much overbought. All-time highs. We basically pegged another all-time high as well yesterday. But yeah, I think this still worries me. You see this downward trend here while price is moving up. So this still really, really worries me right now. Okay, so let's look from the hour. Now, during yesterday's video, we kind of got in long over here. Had a bit of a squirt down, almost stopped me out. That was the stop area that we had yesterday, was below this. Okay, so got down to the pretty much the trend line, and then the buyer stepped in, and this gave me another opportunity to buy in. And obviously the take profit was the previous high, which is pretty much on this bar here. Okay, so where we are now is still a little bit chaotic. So I'd like to see a bit of a pullback. I'm not entirely sure that this new high that's been created is something we need to pay attention to. And the reason for that is I have a bit of a trend line from yesterday, and we're sort of hovering on that trend line. So it wouldn't surprise me to see this fall back down, come and pick up a level. Now the level that one of the levels I would anticipate basically would be one of these two areas here. So 27710 and 27681. So the target to the upside is still very much 2800. But higher. Okay, so 2800 is pretty much the measured move from this move here. Okay, so big move up, big move down, big move up. So that is the actual target we're looking at. And just while we're on the weekly, just look at this chaos that's happening here as well. So this is divergence as well. This is all really worrying at the moment. Okay, we are waiting for news from the politicians again, and that news is not coming through with much vigor or with any news that we really want to see. Okay, so there's still no real solid concrete news on the trade war. Okay, so let's just go through a couple of scenarios here at the moment. So European Open could open in this environment, sort of pretty much in the area where we are now, hold this level that we sort of bouncing off at the moment, which is 27,775, and gradually moves to the upside. Okay, in other words, follow this trend line. The other scenario, and that's more likely to me, which is look at the divergence here. See, there's a high, lower high, high, lower high, high, high. So that is divergence at the moment, and we have a bit of a triangle here. So I'm kind of expecting a a pullback and something down to 27,681 or even to the bottom of the range, which is kind of in this area here, which is 27,581. Okay, so this divergence here is worrying me. So ideally what I'm looking for is a pullback. I'm looking for the Williams percentage R to come down into this area here. Okay, and that would indicate we need to start looking for a level. Okay, pretty much as it did yesterday. I did it twice yesterday. I did it here before the open, and then I did it again here. So that's pretty much a double bottom. And if you look at the oscillator here, also pretty much a double bottom. So there were two long entries yesterday on the half hour. So that's kind of what I'm looking for again. I'm anticipating this break to the downside. This wedge target is sort of in this area here, which is 27,712. Okay, so 27,700 is an area to start scaling in as far as I'm concerned. Stop is going to be below 27,500. Make it a bit wider. 27,573. Okay, so that's kind of what my view is at the moment. Wait for the pullback and then back in on the long. Now, if we just move across to the Ichimoku, okay, so you can see starting with the 12-minute, we were pretty volatile. Okay, pretty much just before the market opened, we bounced up, touched the cloud, and then sellers came in off the cloud and drove it down before the buyers started stepping in here. Okay, so at this stage, we are below Kijinson and Tikinson, so that is, and we've got a cross, so that's one bullish bearish signal. Chicka's band is sitting inside price, not quite bearish, but not quite bullish either. That's kind of a mixed bag of signals there. Half hour, trend is up. We have broken through the cloud. We have tested the cloud here. So we tested it yesterday on this pullback. Okay, everything is bullish at the moment on the half hour. On the hour, we are also bullish. Okay, and again, we've broken through the cloud. We've tested the cloud here. So any trades, even if you're taking a long in this area, your stop is pretty wide at the moment. Okay, so if you're like jumping in here, your stop is going to be sort of below the cloud. That's 150 points. That's a bit rich for me at the moment, especially looking at this inside bar here. Okay, we've got indecision, hanging man, inside bar. So there's a lot going on here, which is forcing me just to stay out of it. The 4 hour, you can see we have a massive pin bar forming at the moment, plus a range bar. Okay, at a all-time high, and the all-time high is there. Okay, so we're not rejecting the all-time high yet, but we're also not following through with the moves to the upside. So we broke up a good 80 points, and that's quite a big tail. Okay, everything else is bullish though. Pointing up, Dickinson pointing up, cloud pointing up, Chicka's band above price. Everything is bullish. The daily, everything's pointing straight up. It's extremely bullish. Okay. So you're definitely looking for longs, but you want to see some kind of a pullback. Okay, so just coming back to the half hour. Well, this is the previous all-time high, but it's obviously going to be defended or tested all the time. And what's going to happen now is the Asian market volumes are very thin on the futures market right now. So there are people that are manipulating it. They either trade with the manipulators or just wait for them to be taken out by the European session to open. And that's kind of my view today. Just wait for the European session. If there is a deeper pullback, which looks like it is possible, there's also a gap up here, quite a big gap. It looks like it is possible that we're going to get a bit of a deeper pullback. Then there's an opportunity to get in long, and your measured move is 2,800. So that's kind of the target that we've got, but I think it's going to be pretty messy, so it's going to kind of be up and down. So whenever you see something happening, you want to be taking profit, wait for a pullback and get back in again. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view for today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.